Okay, I'm going to share my screen now and again, and then we go in. Okay, guys, so just continuing from where we stopped the last time, I think those who are following, we had Bollinger Bands on our screen. So I'll just do that again with BB. We had Bollinger Bands. Leave it at 22. You don't have to change it. I only just want to take my background off so I can see the lines well. So we change that, take the lines off, and then we want to change our RSI settings to 7. Boom. Now the last thing we want to add is stochastic. Same indicator, stochastic. Boom. You add stochastic, you change the settings on stochastic to 5, 3, 3. So we have 5, then we change this to 3, then okay. So basically, just going over what we did, continuing from the first video. With Bollinger Bands, you want to see with the bands touching D. So you want to see the bands doing this. The downward band is touching D. Good. If it's a bar, you want to see the up bands touching D. The D is like the entry point. So D and the entry point, you want to see the Bollinger Bands around that zone. Now with the RSI at the point D, at that point when you want to check RSI, you want to see that at that point the D is either oversold or overbought. So if it's below 30 for RSI, so you can see the figures here. Let me see if I get good. So you can see 30 down here, you can see 70 down here. So usually for a buy, if the scanner is giving us a buy, we want to see RSI below 30, and it's giving us that. So what I like to do is I like to draw a vertical line on D, just to be sure I have all my confirmations in line at that point. So I put a line here. Sorry, what's happening? Okay, so I put a line on D. So you have 2 lines. I do the same thing for RSI at that same point. I do the same thing for stochastic at that same point. Yeah, so I like to change it to red and then thicken the line. Red, thicken it. Yeah. So guys, what can we see? We can see that at the point D, we had at that point we had RSI below 30. You can see what's happening. You can see the line falling below 30. We had stochastic below 20. Now with stochastic, what we want to see is we want to see the blue line coming on top of the red. When it's a buy, you want to see the blue crossing the red and coming on top. When it's a sell, you want to see the red line coming on top of the blue. Yeah, so basically that is what you want to see. So you can see we have all of our 3 confirmations in line. Now the last confirmation, as we talked about, was Heikin Ashi. So Heikin Ashi, they are just candles. So basically we want to change this our candle from candlesticks, we want to change it to Heikin Ashi. So you click on that once, it changes your candles to Heikin Ashi candles. Now with Heikin Ashi candles, what are we looking for? This is what we are looking for. I think this was actually where we got to the network started misbehaving. But with Heikin Ashi candles, this is what we are looking for. So if it's a buy, if the scanner is telling you to buy with Heikin Ashi candles, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for red candles dropping. You want to see a lot of red candles dropping. But what we are looking for is to see a doji and a flat top. Sorry, a doji or a flat top, not end, or. So when you see the candles dropping at the point D or after D, right after D, what you want to see is you want to see a doji like that. You want to see a doji. Now, a doji candle is a candle without a body, so you want to see something like a plus. Either a plus or a flat bottom. A flat bottom is a candle that has the candlestick to one side, just one side. The other side is flat, like that. And then one side you have a candlestick like a wick. Yes, so you either see a doji right after D or a flat bottom. So you're looking for these 2 things. Now there are some times you can have the 2 of them following each other. So you can have a doji and right after that you have a flat bottom. Or you can have just the doji alone, or you can have just a flat bottom alone. Yeah, so you're not expecting to get everything in line for this. You're only expecting to see either a doji or a flat bottom. So if it's a sell, it means that you're looking for the candles to be coming up like that towards D. The candles are walking up towards the all blue candles, because it's going up. Then at the point D, after it has hit D, after it has hit our entry, what are we looking for to see? We're looking for the same thing. Either we see a doji, a red doji, or a flat top. You see that? Sweet. So this is exactly what we are looking for. So once we have these confirmations right after D, boom, then we have these other three confirmations in line. Guys, it's a win-win trade. You just have to take it. And you make your profit and you're out. So let's just go to the charts and see what we have. So this is what we're looking at. You remember this chart? We already had the Bollinger Bands confirmed. We already had RSI confirmed. We already had stochastic confirmed. So what we are looking for now is to see if we have, for Haikinashi, if we have our doji in line. I'll just delete this red line so we can see the candles well. Guys, can you see this? Right after D, what do we see? Right after D, let me zoom this in so that we see this well. Right after D, what do we see? A doji. And right after the doji, what do we see? A flat bottom. So you remember what I was talking about? If you have the two of them in line like this, guys, right after these candles close, somebody can decide to enter right after this doji. Immediately he sees the doji. Immediately this thing closes as a doji, he's entering for the buy. And let's just measure the number of pips from here to where this thing turn around. Guys, see this? That's 110 pips. 110 pips just after this doji. So seeing this and riding it up to the top there. I know some of us don't really need that much pips. We just need 20, 30, 40, 50, and we are out. Yeah, so guys, even if you were targeting 50 pips for that day, 50 pips would have hit somewhere here. Here, 50 pips. In 5 hours, you would have made 50 pips and you're out. Just even, let's say you entered after the flat bottom. You waited for this flat bottom to finish forming and you entered and you're targeting 50 pips. See where your 50 pips is. Exactly at TP1, you've even made 55 pips. From there to TP1, 55 pips made. Yeah. So guys, let's just check out some other scans and see the ones that went into profit and see if we had our confirmations in line. Let's see. Okay. Let's just go into this and see what we have. Okay, so let's say ADJPY. I don't know. Okay, sweet. Okay, so guys, you see this. So right after our entry, we didn't have any of the Haikinashi candles forming until here. We had our flat bottom. Until here, see here, we had our flat bottom here, and then right after that we had our doji. So this was where we would have entered if we were to take this trade. This was the point where we would have entered, and from there it went straight to TP2. Guys, can you see that? From here, boom, to TP2. That's 70 pips cut. But see the nice thing about this particular thing. Now with this one, the Bollinger Bands weren't confirmed. The Bollinger Bands were below D, so it means we didn't have a Bollinger Bands confirmed. Bollinger Bands not confirmed. But see RSI was way below 30, confirmed. See stochastic, it was oversold to as well, and we had a blue crossing, confirmed. Haikinashi was confirmed somewhere here. So guys, this tells us that you must not have all of these confirmations in line before you want to take the trade. You must not have all of them in line. At least if you have, personally, at least when I have 3 of the confirmations in line, I just decide to take the trade. But it depends on each and everyone. Everyone has their own ways of trading. Somebody doesn't feel very comfortable if he doesn't have all his confirmations in line. So if you don't have all your confirmations in line, guys, just stay put and make sure you have all your confirmations in line before you take the trade. If you're the kind of person that wants to take the trade when you have 3 of your confirmations in line, so guys, just go for it. But you can see how this one played out very nice. Yeah, let's see if we can find others. Any more trades for us. Let's just go through the previous ones that went into profit and see how it played out. Euro AD. Okay, so this was a sell. This was a sell. Guys, can we all see this? At the point D, check this out. At the point D, boom, we had a doji. You can see the blue doji. You can see even a red doji there, doji. Then we had a flat top here. Now, right after that, see what happened. Right from there, right after this doji, this thing came down to TP2 straight. That's like how many pips? Guys, we are looking at the 1 hour chart. So usually on the scanner, the H1 charts and the H4 charts, you are able to make a lot of pips than the 15 minutes charts and the lower time frames. So even if, let's say, you entered even after this doji, you entered after this doji and this flat top, from there to TP1 was just 50 pips, 52 pips cut. Just from there to TP1, 52 pips. And then to TP2, that's about 120 pips. Yeah. So you see, we had RSI confirmed. We can see stochastic crossing. You can see it crossing. You can see the red going on top of the blue, which is telling us that the cells are taking over. Now, on this chart, we still didn't have Bollinger Bands confirmed, but we had 3 of them confirmed. We had our candles, Heikin-Ashi candles, gave us an entry need. We have RSI confirmed. We have stochastic confirmed. We took the trade. You made your money. You're out. Let's check out the last one, and then we're done. Let's see. AD card. Let me see. Okay, so this is AD card. Let's see how this played out. So with this one, we had our Bollinger Bands confirmed. You can see how the Bollinger Bands touched the D in the candle in the entry. Very nice. At that point, we had RSI hitting our 70 line. Went to hit the 70 line, reverse there, exactly that. Now, right after that, we had a flat top. Boom, a flat top. Now, right after the flat top, guys, see, even this particular trade passed TP3. So even, let's say, if you were waiting for this flat top to form before you took the trade, let's say you entered here. Guys, in the worst case, till here, you would have made like 73 pips. So the time, well, even let's say if you were waiting to hit TP3, from here to TP3, let's see how many pips you've made. That's like 18 pips. So if you were twin trading that twice or something, you'd have made your daily targets. You're done for the day. At that point too, we can see how stochastic took over, how the reds came on top and the blues went under. So it tells us that it's a sell and the sellers are taking control of the market. So guys, basically, this is how this particular strategy works. You need your Bollinger Bands, you need your RSI, you need your stochastic in line, and then you need Heikin-Ashi candles. So thank you all. I just hope this video helps, and then you can all make some cool money using the Harmonic scanner. Thank you all for your time. Enjoy it. And if you have any questions about anything I talked about, you can send me a message and then we'll get it done. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.